Okay. Here, you can use here the class shape, public shape, integer, and then inside this one, you define nothing here. Okay.
Mm,
You just access length, width, size. This is, and then int area for square, area for rectangle. Okay, you can define outside and inside. This doesn't matter. Where you matter, you can define here. After that, you can use int main, and then
mm.
this will be cause an error. Okay, what's a curly bracket error?
But like when you I don't know why I have to like there's
Mm-hmm.
no point of inputting like 005 or like when we run it because I'm
Zero.
asking to enter the value, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why do we like if I don't enter that like 00 like or any number then it won't work. Or like right now even if we run the
Mm-hmm.
the writing of it
This
like
one not working.
it's weird.
Okay, this
I mean,
one not
it
working.
work, but it's basically it's asking for numbers, but um, uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Let's just send this code. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's just check this out. Why this is not true? Not code. Mm-hmm. I think it's facing some issues. Debug anyways. And I don't want to. Okay. Again. Yeah. Ah,
Is it not running?
yeah, it's not right. Yes. Wait a minute.
Do you
So
do you want
you,
me to run it on my
I just show you to that's not okay. Int one and inside the int one, what I do? Here we create a string,
mm,
and first of all, we uh,
create an object?
okay, create an object. First of all, I just create a string, and string is name. I think name is anything you can name here. Object I create here,
Mm,
but first of all, I use a name. And then what I want to do here, suppose first of all, I ask the user enter which shape area you
mm,
want to calculate, right?
mm, mm,
This one I want to show you. Scene inside the scene, I just use a name. Next
mm.
one, what I do, I just create an object. Okay. How can create the
Mm.
object here?
So
Simple one.
shape
Okay. Shape. And then suppose I want to
object.
calculate the circle, right? So I create the
Mm.
circle one. And inside the circle, I just use as a name. Which name you want here. And then suppose yes, calculate area. I just name as a calculate area. And then here I just use this name inside it.
Mm.
After this, what I do, okay? What I do, I want to create is a condition if name equal to circle. If your name is equal to circle, then what you want to do? Just you want to
Call circle.
okay call circle type, right?
Circle. So it's yeah.
Yeah.
So
After this, you
it's
can inside this you can define some things int r l b and size, right? Three things I want to need here. Okay. And what I do here, if name is circle, then what you want to do, you want to take the output value of the radius first. Okay. Enter
mm,
the radius of the circle. Okay. And C in, just use the R, right? And then you can
mm.
call calculate area dot, which one I want to calculate here, the circle.
Circle.
And then inside it, we put the value of R, right?
Mm,
Right? You can use the else if again, and then inside this name is equal to rectangle, and just use the C out into
mm,
the length here,
mm.
C in,
C in
then
L.
L, then C out,
Mm,
enter the break, okay,
mm,
and C in B I use, okay, and then for
mm,
the calculate area
mm,
dot, here call here the rectangle, and then inside the rectangle we just put the L into L comma B, right?
mm, mm,
Okay, you can do as well. Just write here else diagonal, enter, wrong, save, name. Okay, this is your error code, right?
mm,
Save it and just check this out. So we run this code. Understand here. Mhm. Suppose here I want to write here the circle. What's the ask? Radius of circle. I just write the radius of circle is 25. Then here this will be calculate your area of circle, right?
mm, mm,
Okay. Then next one is your right here is a rectangle. Enter. Length, you can write the 56, 69, and then you got this one, area of rectangle.
mm,
Okay.
mm.
And then if you write other things, suppose that here I just write the cone, this one is
And
not
then
created,
it's
that's
wrong.
what end of shape. Then what
Mm,
will we do here? I just define the shape functionalities class objects here. So this is my attributes, this is my constructor, and this is my other things, other functionalities, methods are there. Okay, how much methods you can define inside it. In this case, we can define only the methods, and then after this, in main, you can just assign its values. Got it?
mm, mm,
This
mm.
is the
So
use of the. Mhm.
if we go
Okay.
to my homework, like the thing
Yeah, yeah.
that I
Just
did, right?
yeah, just show to you. If I just see that this is your homework. Okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you can do
mm,
as well, but what you do in the length, you can define all the values. But these values is not assigned here. These values are assigned where you can want to ask the question area of square, then you can want to side area of rectangle, then you want to length and width. Okay, not everything inside the shape, main construction values. Okay, in
so
construction
I
value only need to be initial value. Initial value is that is shape name. Okay, which
mm,
shape you
mm,
want to
mm,
create the calculate this area. Got it? That's why we are
mm,
taking
mm,
the shape name, not other things. I first of all create the
mm,
attribute name is shape name, and then shape a constructor, and then inside the shape name we assign the name, and then here I just assign the name of the shape, and this will be also take
mm.
by the user. All right.
Okay. Mm,
So inside this, we can define the blueprints, not the all the values. You can do all the value and calculation inside it, and then see in, see out, all the things you can do here inside this methods. But inside
mm.
this one, we define only the blueprints, not the everything in func values and it other things. Right? Got it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's why this will be shown as somewhere. And yes, this will be calculated, but once I calculate, you can assign the manual values, not assign
Mm,
your insert values. Got it?
mhm.
That's clear.
Yeah.
Now you can clear about how to use the class and a matrix, right?
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
Uh, then come forward. Just talk about the next topic is next topic is my is name is X specifier. Okay, what's this access specifier? Okay. Access specifier define how the members may set attributes and methods of a class can be accessed. Okay, how to be can
Mm,
be accessed. This will be accessed by outside or not. Okay, how to do this thing. You can do
mm,
as access specifier. This is I just already told is public is called as access specifier, right? We have three types of access specifier in the C programming, C++ programming. Okay,
mm,
in C++ programming. First one is your public. You already use the second one is called name as private, and third one is called as protected. Okay, three types of access specifier use. Okay,
mm,
members are accessible from outside of the class. Okay, you can access anywhere of the S members, its methods, and then variables by using the objects and then other way. Okay,
mm,
private members are only accessible inside the class. Okay,
mm,
not other class we can accessible inside the class only and can't be accessible outside the class. Okay, I will use here to
mm,
this one also. Then come to the protected. Protectors members cannot be accessed from outside the class, but they can be accessed by inside the class and also inherit classes. Okay. Once I inherit is just we come to this topic also. Inherit classes
mm.
means that one class values will be inherit by other class values, where you can use as a protected. Okay, private just use the inside the class, not outside class. We can't use this the private method, right?
Mm, mm,
Just check this out the example here. I just explain only two types right here, public and private. Protected where we have to talk about the inherit classes, then we can come to the protected type. Okay. First of all, we talk
okay.
about the public and private only. Okay.
Mm,
First of all, we just use a class name is my class. Okay. And then first of all, I just assign the public and int x I just use here. This is my value. Okay. Public, this is my public access specifier. Right. And this is my
mhm,
public attribute. And next one is here. I just use a private. This is my private access specifier. And here int is my private attribute. Okay. If I just write here int main and I want to show its value, suppose my create the my class and obj is my object.
mm,
And after this, by obj dot x, we can access the x value and write the 20 value, right? And if I just write the
mm,
c, okay, public x, I just use obj dot x, and we create. I just see this is output.
20.
20 will be
Oh,
what? Okay. But
mm,
what
mm,
if I just use obj.y, okay, and then I add the 30, and then I want to show its value, private for obj.y, and if I run this one, then we cause an error. Okay. Why?
mm,
Because this is
mm,
a private attribute. Okay. Not declare private here. So I declare here the private, then I can't access outside this class. Okay. So
mm,
that's why inside this class we can use this one. Okay. You can use this values and then use this anything right here. Suppose this I just use here to I just assign this inside the value is 25, right? And then inside it
mm,
I just use as a trend. I modified it and then use it. Okay. And after that, I use a public and just use a void show. Name is the show. And then I just use C out private value. Okay. And just use var and right.
mm.
And if I run this one, we just check this as we got an error. Okay, I just comment on this one. Got an error. Because this is private attributes.
Outside the.
Okay.
Mm,
If I just call obj dot show, same thing I
mm,
just call here and just send this one. Then we got the 25, right?
mm.
Okay. So here we define the
Well,
public and then I
okay.
just define this.
Mm,
Okay. So inside the private attribute, we define some this value. We don't want to modify it. Inside the class, we define this type of value. We don't want to modify, just use directly in your methods and then other things, right? So then we can use the private attributes. That's clear?
so, for
Mm.
public, right? Do we have to write the public
Yeah.
again, like second
Yeah.
time? All right.
Yeah, because
Okay.
this is the public method. Okay, if you
Mm,
write the private method, you can't use this outside. That's why we defined this one is a private method. Okay, this is you call a public method. Okay, you can define method also as a private and public. Okay, but
mm,
method is mostly used as a public, not a private way. But attributes mostly attribute is defined as a public and private and protected. This type of things. Okay.
mm.
Okay. This is called an access space wide scaling. Okay, protected. I
Mm,
also
okay.
talk about the protected as where we have to talk about the inheritance. Okay, but
Mm.
this is my
So,
access space. Yeah,
if we wanna, um, if
yeah,
we wanna, um, call
hmm,
the private, then we have to call it inside the class.
yeah. You can call only inside the class, not outside here. You need to be
Mm,
some methods as public form. Then you can
mm,
show its values directly. Okay.
mm. Okay.
Okay. Then we continue to the next topic. It's coming on this one. Next topic is encapsulation. This is a OPS concept. Okay.
Mm,
This is one of the OPS concept. Okay. And the meaning of encapsulation is to make sure that sensitive data is hidden from users. Okay. Here we can
mm,
use here to achieve this. You must declare class variables And methods you can do is variables and also talk about attributes and methods as private. Okay.
mm,
Then if you define the private, then you can't access this directly from the outside of the class, and then you can hide the sensitive data also. Okay. If you want to read or modify a value of a private member, if you want to read and modify the private member value, okay, then you what you do, you can provide public get and set methods. Okay, public get and set method we can provide here. Okay, so this way you can create the encapsulation. This is the encapsulation, right?
mm,
Upsets you how to use the encapsulation. Just I see here. Right? Just come to this point. I just create a class. Class is employee. Suppose I name is a class is employee,
mm,
and then private. Okay, and private
mm,
we just use assign as end salary. Okay, and then
mm,
after that, I just assign here the salary. And after that, I want to can't be assigned the salary value outside of the class. Then
mm,
here I just use the increment again, and then I want uh, employee em what employee one, right? Then I want to set this value and then also want to get the value. So how to get and set the values here. So for this type of things, where we have the private attributes. This is my private attribute. This is called as private attribute. And I want to assign this value by the outside of the class. Okay.
mm,
I want to assign these values outside of the class and also get this value outside of the class. And how can we do that? For this part, what you do, just make is public first and then make it a get and setter methods. First of all, you can use a void set salary. And
mm,
inside the salary, we define some variables. Okay. And then inside
mm,
this salary, you can equal to X. Okay. And this is called a setter method. I just call it a setter method. And after this, we define the getter method also. Void.
mm,
Yeah, you can define int get salary. Okay. And
mm,
then you just return which one you what you want to return here is your salary, right? So I just return it. This is called as a getter method. Okay. You can set
mm,
the and getter method make define here. Then come to this part, how to set these values. Just use here to emp1 dot employee one set salary is suppose I set here 26 talking and
mm,
then see out. I just write employee one salary. I just use here emp1 dot get set. Okay. By
mm.
using this way, you can set the values and get the values of the private attributes. Okay. If I run this one, and then we got this values. Okay. So which type of values
Mm,
you want to get here by using this way? Okay. You can
okay.
use the private attributes and then make us get and set it. And for after this, you can access these values directly. Don't by using the variables and attributes. Just use by the methods. Okay, that's why this is called getting colon and encapsulation for hiding subsensitive data and then can't be accessed by the directly. Okay, we access these values by this way. Okay, that's why this is called to be sensitive. Okay, so this way you can use the encapsulation concept. Got it?
Mm.
That's clear.
So,
Mm-hmm.
let's say if we don't use the get and set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we can only um
Mm-hmm.
call
Yes.
um the private inside the class, right? Since we are using get and
Mm-hmm.
set, that's a reason why we are able to call outside the class,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
By this way, you can can't be call a private attribute as directly. Okay. By indirect way, you
Hmm.
can call these values and then access these values. Okay. You can access this,
Hmm.
but not the direct way. That's why this is
Hmm.
calling an encapsulation process concept.
Hmm.
Right?
Hmm.
Uh, that's clear.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Then come to the next topic. Next topic is inheritance. Okay. This is also a concept of the oops. Okay, this is also a concept of oops. Okay, what's the inheritance to? Okay, in C++, it is possible to inherit attributes and methods from one class to another class. Okay,
Hmm.
this is called an inheritance, where we create one class and then where we define the some attributes and methods, and then I want to access this by using the another class. Then you can use the inheritance. Okay, but inheritance concept inheritance by two categories have two categories. Okay, at least two categories we need here. What's the two categories? One is derived class. We need the two types of classes here. Derived class, one is derived class, and second one is child class, also called as a base class. Okay, derived class is
Hmm.
meant as is child class. Also say that the child class, and then here this is called a base class, and also say as a parents class. Okay, these two things we need here. I just see this one is by using the examples, how to do that. And inheritance. Okay. First of all, I create here the base class. Okay. Name is my class. And the name is my track here the vehicle. And public use string and brand I use here. I just use the brand is Ford. And next one, we use void honk and just write honk is my toot. Okay. This is my honk. And then
Hmm.
for new line, right? Simple one we create here. This is my base class. Okay. Next one we create here the drive class. This is called a drive class. And how to drive class's name is my car. Okay. Car is also a vehicle. Name is a car. C as capital tech here. And then how to inherit this v. Then you can use a colon and then write public vehicle. Okay, vehicle is your base class. By using this way, you can inherit your vehicle class into the car class, right? And then here I just define as public and string, and then here I just use a model is Mustang. Okay,
Hmm.
now simple one I just define as here is only the attributes. Got it? After this, I just use int man and I just create the only the object of my car class, my car, and then I just want to show is see out brand name. I just show the brand name Okay, by using the car class object. My car dots, we just write here the brand name also. Okay, right? This will be not
Mm-hmm.
created inside the class. This will be created inside the vehicle class. But we can access here, right? If I just see that and then run this file, I just send this one. This match is show. Brand name is Ford. Got it? Then again,
Mm-hmm.
see out. Next one is model name here and my car dot model and that and just check this out. These values here. Brand name is Ford. Model name is Mustang. Okay. And then you can also call this method by using this car class honk. So how to call this my car dot honk. Okay. And just I use here to run this one. The once you guess this is the honk message will be appeared. Okay. All the things we can
So,
create here by using this way. Got it? Yeah. Tell me.
mm-hmm. So basically, we create a class called vehicle, like on
Mm-hmm.
top, right? And
Yeah.
then in that we describe uh like methods,
Yeah.
and then we create a subclass called car.
Yeah. Call car. Yeah. And by
Okay.
using this subclass, we can access our vehicle class and car class, both the things. Okay.
So by
Mm-hmm.
with this class, with the subclass, we can call the base class and the um subclass, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
Okay. Okay. Suppose that's here. Inside it, I just use one thing also. I just use here inside the vehicle class. I just protected. Okay. And then define as int year. Manufacturing year also defined here, but I can't assign here the value. This is my protected. Okay.
mm,
Protected value. Protected means that you protected value attributes, right? This is my
mm,
protected attributes, and this is my protected access specifier. I just talk about the protected access specifier also. But you can't use this access specifier outside the class. If you use here, okay. 1 seconds also here. I just use this public above because this will be also access protected. Okay,
mm,
right. Okay. Then here, if I want to ask the value my car dot year, I want to ask here, and suppose 1972,
mm,
okay, right? But this will be cause an error. Why this will cause an error? Because I can't here to write this because declare protected here. But
mm,
if I want to access this value here, suppose that I just got this one and then this will cause an error because this
that's
is protected attributes. Okay.
mm,
But this one is only accessed by using the drive class. Okay. Drive class easily
mm,
access this one. Okay. Suppose here I just
mm,
create void. Okay. And then inside the void, I just here to define some here. Suppose, okay. Not the void here, just directly. Suppose here void. And inside this one, I just write here the inside the value is 1992, 1972. And then
mm,
here, I just want to show this one by using the methods. Name is show year, see show year. And then what I do? Just here, I just see out manufacturing here is, and then here, what I do? Just write the year, right?
mm,
Okay. We don't
mm,
define
mm,
here. We define this one inside this one, right? But here we
mm,
can use this one. Okay. And if you call this one, suppose here I just call this my car dot show here. then this will show the value. Okay,
Mm.
it will show this value. But if you directly want to show this year value, then this will be not show. Okay.
Okay, I see, I see. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But if you want to
Mm.
directly want to show this value, suppose I want to see out and then write the manufacturing year, and then here I want to my car
Yeah.
dot year. This will not show here.
Yeah.
Causing
Mm.
error. Okay.
Mm.
We got an error. Why? Because this will be is declared as a protected. Okay, so this one we
Mm-hmm.
access by the other one classes. Okay, but remember that
Mm.
we can't access anything inside the private of the other one classes. Remember that this will be accessed inside this vehicle class, not outside of the any other classes. Suppose int x I just defined here and then 20, but I want
Mm.
to show the x value here, but I can't do that. Okay, suppose here I just say the c out and then x value of x I want to show here, but I can't
Mm.
do it. This is called an
Mm.
error because
But you can do this on top, right? In the first
where you
class,
want to
vehicle class.
error because X
Mm.
is private variable,
Private. Mm.
right?
Mm.
So
Mm.
private
Mm.
attributes is only accessible inside the
And the
class where you can declare these attributes, but not outside of this, correct?
mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
protected access specifier, we define a base class, we can access to the drive class also. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
So this will be called cause and this is the access specifier. Okay. Then the board that he access specifier is clear to you. Got it? Okay.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean it's a lot, but
Yeah, it's just a slot. Okay. Okay. Just practice this one because this is lot of this. You just practice in these keys. Okay. You
mm.
have any
Mm.
doubts, then you can ask me tomorrow. Okay. Because
Okay.
practice is needed.